All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. Look, I did this video a couple of weeks ago where I basically said, don't do it. Don't do it. It's sacrilegious. Do not do it. And what I'm talking about is the idea that you could do Van Halen without Eddie Van Halen, okay? It's just, I'm sorry. He was just too big. He was a godlike character in the music business. Of course, I'm doing God with a small g. But no question, he was the soul of the band. And beyond that, there's nobody who can play like Eddie. But, Wolfgang Van Halen ain't too happy, and here's why. Now, again, I did the video saying don't do it. I think the video was called Crazy Talk of Van Halen Without Eddie. So, it's because I saw stuff, and now I actually got a message from somebody who screenshotted a group that basically said, yep, this is going to happen, and I certainly didn't go make a video about it because I just didn't think it was true. And here's Wolfgang shooting it down. Wolfgang has shot down a rumor that a new version of Van Halen is being assembled, featuring him on guitar in place of his late father. So the rumor started to make rounds via a Wolfgang Van Halen private group on Facebook that the Van Halen camp is discussing the possibility of the band carrying on with a revamped lineup that would consist of Sammy Hagar on vocals, Michael Anthony coming back on bass, Alex Van Halen on drums, and Wolfie on guitar. Furthermore, it was suggested that Eddie Van Halen told his son and brother, "I give you my blessing," with regard to the prospect of Van Halen continuing without him. After several fans reached out to Wolfie on Twitter to ask him about the validity of the above-mentioned rumor, he responded, "This is just a shitty lie attempting to capitalize on these awful times. Please stop with this." He added, "Anyone peddling this BS is not only hurting the fans, but hurting me and my family." So they go on to talk about how Hagar was in the band and so forth. This website has a history of, they have a story and then they edit some things that don't necessarily go with the story. They should just stick with the story because this is kind of a big deal. Earlier last year, rumors were rampant that the classic lineup of Van Halen would reunite for the first time since 1984. It's unclear why the tour didn't happen. Well, it might be clear because Eddie was not up to doing the tour. So I think it's fairly clear. But, this is why I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook, folks. And I tell patrons, I say, patrons want to send me stuff, and I say, send it to Patreon. Don't send me stuff on Facebook. I don't like Facebook. There's a lot of censorship going on right now on Facebook that is evil. And then you've got trash talk like this. And I'm hoping that nobody watched the video I did saying don't do it and then turned it around and said to everybody, hey, this is a great idea. No, it's not a great idea. If anything, Wolfie should maybe come out, maybe with Alex, and say, we're just going to retire the band. It's done. This is just, Eddie was too big of a player, literally and figuratively, all right, where you can just say, okay, we're just going to do Van Halen without Eddie. No, don't do it. Do not do it. And yes, there are a whole bunch of casual fans and people who would definitely pay big money. I'm sure Irving Azoff, again, would rub his hands together and say, why not? Hey, if, Fleetwood Mac can replace Lindsey Buckingham with Neil Finn, and keep in mind, the Eagles replaced the late Glenn Frey with his son Deacon. So for promoters, this is like, hey, it's all in the family. You know, he just moves over to guitar. Michael Anthony, the hero, comes back on bass. All is forgiven. Sammy comes back to sing. Eddie and Sammy were on good terms at the end. What a story. People will buy tickets like crazy. The only problem with that is we've got a case-demic going on, and that's what I'm calling it from now on, and people are just afraid. So this isn't going to happen. This shouldn't happen. I should say that. Go see a Van Halen tribute band or something if you want to, get it out of your system, but this isn't the way to go. This just is not the way to go. So, again, sometimes when you say something, and I did talk, I feel weird because I did talk about this, and now all of a sudden, here we go. It's more than a rumor now. It's on Facebook, and now Wolfie is shooting it down, and I think people should just stop, like he says. Just stop. All right? Talk about something else. Go listen to some new music. Look, go over to the Frontiers music label, all right? Google Frontiers Music and go find a band. Perfect Plan, one of my favorite bands from Frontiers Music over there. I interviewed Jim Peterick the other day. Pride of Lions, amazing new album called Lionheart. Go listen to some new stuff. But don't try to resurrect Van Halen without Eddie. It's just not a good idea.